Hey guys, welcome back to Conversations with Esenesihle M. I am Esenesihle, and this is a space for real conversations, real life, real love, and everything in between. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's get into today's conversation. So today I'm opening up about my kids, their dads, where I am with dating right now, and my book launch. So please stay tuned. So, on my last video, I spoke about how I am single, and I just want to give an update regarding that, right? I am still single, and I do try to entertain people every now and then who seem like they want something serious because I want something serious. So, if somebody's like, can we fix things, can we try again, can we do, I do accept such because I feel like as you grow up as an adult you get to realize that no man, I want to make this work with this person. They were good to me, I messed up, and now I am grown, I've learned, and I want to do better. So that's why I do give second chances. But unfortunately, there's a person who seemed like they are, done. They want something serious, they want something stable, they want to settle down, but it ended before we could even meet up again or go on a date because of the communication, the lack of, and yeah, it's not something I want. I feel like I'm at a stage in my life where I know what I want and I know what I do not want. And communication is one of the most important things for me. So if somebody doesn't communicate even before we actually meet up and decide let us try this, then how will it work? If you make empty promises before we even meet up, how is it going to work? I mean, imagine this scenario, right? Guy says, Esona, let's try things out, let's work things out. Okay, and because I'm ready to settle, I want you in my life and I want something long term. So, like, okay, sure, no worries, obviously, there, because I want that too. And the person is not a bad person. And then we communicate, during the week, and then he's like, let us meet up today. Okay, at first um, he said, can I see you today? And then my immediate response was, see me at my place? Because I just wanted to understand what he meant by can I see you? I mean, that to me was very vague and I prefer specifics. So when I responded to say, at my place, do you mean at my place? What do you mean by can I see you? And then he got a bit offended by that. It seemed to him that I'm too slow, because he was like, nah, it means that let's meet up. So I was like, just be specific. I know it's such a small detail, but for me, specifics matter. I care about how specific you are because it means you know what you're doing. So then I'm like, okay, I don't mind meeting up as long as you know that it's not at my place, obviously. And so just tell me the details. Where are we meeting? When are we meeting? And so that I can also prepare myself because you are telling me this in the morning to say that later today, let us meet up. And I was open to that, obviously, because I want to meet up. I want to meet up too. Yeah. All right. So I was like, okay, sharp. And then when it was time, okay, I texted him after that, like hours later, because I felt like, okay, now there should have been some sort of communication about our meetup. Is it happening? Is it not? If not, then tell me. If it is, then where, what time? He didn't respond to my text. It was two texts on WhatsApp. I called him via phone call. His phone was off. And then I called him again later, maybe hours later, because now it was getting darker and his phone was still off. until I saw on WhatsApp that he's online because he posted a status. Oh my word, imagine though. He posted a status, he didn't respond to my text. And I had just texted, your phone has been off. I needed details. When are we meeting? What time? Because I even asked me on that text, am I responsible for my own bill? Because I wanted to be prepared. And I felt like, isn't that supposed to be an acceptable question? Because he just laughed and was like, no, man, I'll tell you the details later. To cut the long story short, we did not meet. He did not text. He did not say anything until it was like late. I didn't text anything else because I mean, I'm a lady. So yeah, and then what I did is around midnight, I texted him. I think before midnight or just after. I was like, I can't do with inconsistency and lack of communication. That's not what I want in a relationship, and our relationship cannot start on that. So, you are a good person. I wish you all the best, but please do not communicate with me any further. And that was it. And he did not respond. So, yeah. And fortunately, it was not a matter of any. Okay, I wasn't attached to him yet because we were still trying to see where this goes. And last time, this person disappointed me so much. So he did exactly what he did last time. So obviously, my expectations were not that high, and I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt because I honestly believe in second chances, and I believe that people are able to change. But I guess for him, he couldn't change for me. I wasn't the person that was worth changing for, because when he meets the person he's gonna wanna change for, then he's gonna. It was just not me, and that's okay. So I'm there when it comes to relationships. Like, I just need clarity, I need transparency, I need communication so that I can know what I'm getting myself into. And I am a communicator. Like, I am a brutally honest communicator. I want to know everything. I ask the sensitive stuff because you need to know what are you getting yourself into. So I believe that if ever I do meet somebody that I'm meant to be with, it will happen naturally. I won't have to put in too much energy, too much effort into us even clicking or having some sort of chemistry of some sort and liking each other. I feel like it should be easy. Love shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be something you work too hard for. So, yeah, when it comes to that, I believe that it'll just happen. Like, we will make sense. That's what I believe in. And I always tell my friends this, there's a certain feeling that I believe I should have if I feel safe with a guy, if I feel safe with them. I cannot explain it, but I just know that there's a certain way I will feel and it will be secure, and I can't explain the rest of that feeling. But if it never comes and you just keep doing the things that I do not like, because basics for me, communication, honesty, accountability, I love those. So yeah, right now I am back to being single. I do not know until when, because honestly speaking, I want a relationship. I am open I'm open to starting a new relationship. I am ready for that. I believe that I am ready, and I know that I'm not perfect. I know that, and I just hope that whoever I meet will understand that both of us are not perfect. We just have to communicate our needs, our wants, our expectations, everything. Communication is everything. And when things don't go the way we both expected or one of us expected, then at least we should be able to still calmly, kindly communicate that to each other and fix it. Because I believe so much in fixing things. I mean, it can't just be flawless at the start because we are strangers to each other. So there will be problems, there will be certain aspects that need us to be as brutally honest as we should so that it can be fixed and doesn't repeat itself. So yeah, that's it when it comes to I hope I do find somebody soon though. Not that I'm desperate. I know I sound desperate, right? But I'm not. I really am not. Okay. And then there's another aspect that I spoke about from my previous video, the book. Still exciting. The book. My book. The book I wrote. Yeah. So somebody on the comments suggested that I do a book launch. Okay, so I decided to take that idea, and thank you so much for suggesting that. I listen, see. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the book launch, right? But now I'm gonna do a virtual book launch because it's an ebook. There's not anything physical that I'm really selling. I'm only gonna do a physical book launch once I publish my second book. So for this first book, I am going to do a virtual book launch, sorry, and I will share the details with you guys once everything is finalized. I've already spoken to my friend Kola Mavume, who is going to be the host of this, and I will basically be like the guest. And then that book launch will basically be telling people all about the book. We will record it, we will post it also on socials. Yeah, and hopefully that will also up my sales and it will give people a better idea of what my book is about. Honestly, hope that they do enjoy it. So yeah, the book launch is coming up soon. I am going to update you guys on the details, but it's gonna be a virtual book launch, so anybody can join as long as you have the link. And yeah, so it's just a matter of confirming the date and then we're good to go. So thank you for that because I honestly believe that was a very good suggestion. Didn't think of that because I was so embarrassed of my third book that I didn't think of an actual virtual book launch to launch my ebook so long while we wait for the second part of it, sorry. So yeah, thank you for that. And then there is my another aspect that I spoke about was my kids. I told you guys that my son is in Eastern Cape and uzoba indoda. My son, he is going to the mountains in June. It's actually exciting, though it's also a lot of responsibility because the dad is not in the picture. So everything is on me. My family did say they will assist them, especially my sister, my younger sister. So at least there's that. And then, yeah, talking about my son's dad, I actually tried to reach out because he wants his dad in his life, but unfortunately, the dad is not available. I've tried because he's in Eastern Cape, I'm in the Northwest, and even in Eastern Cape, he's far from my hometown, so he's still far from my son. And I tried to reach out to the sister. I didn't get a good response. Tried to reach out to the brother of my son's dad, and it was a warm response, but still no promise of them showing up for him anytime soon. So I don't want to dwell on that too much because at some point when he's able to, he's just gonna go there because at least he knows where he's from, and then he's gonna go and see if he can try to get that relationship with his dad. So that's the thing with my kids. I have 3 kids, as you guys know, and my eldest, the one that is in Eastern Cape, my son, he doesn't have a relationship with his dad. He did meet his dad once, and I am not the type of baby mama that has too much drama, trust me. And I am not the type that still wants my baby daddy. So there was never a point after we broke things off where I would be dramatic because I want the dad back. I've always wanted my kids to have relationships with their dads. And it has never happened, at least with my daughter. It's now happening and it's improving, and I'm very sorry. I'm very excited about that. It actually gives me so much peace because I want her to have that with her dad. And it's a good thing. It's just unfortunate that she is the only one amongst my kids that has a relationship with her dad. Because my youngest, the dad has never contributed anything since he was born. Okay, he did contribute nappies to see him when he was still like just after birth, but after that, that was it. He never spent a cent on him, sent money for anything. And I also at some point gave up on him. He blue ticks me a lot. The family doesn't care. They don't reach out. They know about my son, and he blue ticks. He doesn't answer my calls. It's that bad. And even with him, I respect, because I know he's in a relationship. I respect the relationship. I want nothing to do with him personally. I just wanted him to have a relationship with his son, but it's proving to be difficult to do that, because there's even this one holiday where my daughter was visiting her dad, and then I attempted again to contact my youngest son's dad, and luckily that was last year. Luckily he agreed, and because I was like, don't you want your son, because he was now I'm starting to ask questions about it. So I reached out to the dad. They received him well. I was okay with that, because honestly, that's all I want for my kids, for them to know they have other families except mine, because I want them to be that secure. But also, I'm not going to force it if I see that it's not working out. So my son did visit the dad, and then when they call me, he would cry. He wasn't really happy, but at some point he adjusted, because he also didn't know his dad. And the girlfriend was taking care of him. I did not mind at all, because she was such a kind person, and she took care of my son, I believe, very well. When he came back, he left a lot of clothes there, and they never sent them here. And when I tried to get them to send them, like it was a whole difficulty again. I was struggling to get hold of any of them. It's like, now that the son is back, we are not communicating with you again. So I don't know what happened, but yeah, he doesn't call, he doesn't respond. He doesn't. I really did, but I'm not forcing anything now. I'm just praying about it. God will intervene, because honestly, I know, especially with my sons, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's them that don't have relationships with their dads. It's my daughter who has, and that is amazing. I love it for her. I love that she even has a relationship with her other daughter. My daughter has a relationship with my ex's daughter, and I love that, because I want her to have another, like, to feel like she's part of their family as well. So yeah, with regards to kids, it's like that. And I'll be honest with you guys, being a single mom without the support of the dads, okay, one is there, he's trying, and I appreciate him for that, my daughter's dad. And the rest, it's a bit difficult, because look now, Umtana has to go to the mountains. I have to sort out all these things, and I do not mind, because he's my son, and I can proudly do anything for him. But to be real with you guys, it's difficult. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Look now, it's winter, and I have to try and take care of their winter clothes. I have to take care of every other need of theirs. So being a single parent, yes, there are joys to it, but it's also very difficult, because everything is just on you. You don't have somebody to plan things with. You don't have somebody to transfer some of the responsibility to. Everything is yours. There is no time where you can feel like you need a break. Or you need time off. There isn't any time off in motherhood, especially when you are the only person who's mothering and parenting. So, yeah, but otherwise, honestly speaking, I love my kids. I believe that I'm raising them to be very respectful people, to understand humanity. I don't know. Okay, to understand the importance of community, to understand also being independent, to understand life itself, to have a relationship with God, because I'm not always gonna be there. They need somebody to believe in. They need a higher power that they can always go to when things don't work out, if especially if I'm not there. But otherwise, yeah, I love them. I love my kids so much, and I would never trade them for anything. And I would never, even if they would say, if I go back in time, would I make the same decisions that led me to having them? Oh, trust me, I wouldn't change a thing, because regardless of the fact that I don't have relationships with their dads, some of them don't also have relationships with their dads, but trust me, they gave me beautiful, amazing kids. I love my kids. Yes. All right. So that's it. That's it from me. That's it from me for today. Thank you again for listening. So yeah, otherwise, remember what I said. If you want me to talk about anything specific about my life, just general conversations, please do not hesitate to comment below. I will, as you can see, I do read comments and I do listen. Okay, so do not hesitate. Otherwise, thank you again for listening and stay tuned.